Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the guy. We are the Breakfast Club.
Yes,
Of course, we
indeed.
got Ak with us today because we got a special guest in the building, Edgar Berlanga. Welcome, brother.
What's up, my boy? How's everything, man?
How you
are you,
feeling?
man?
Good.
How you feeling? Big fight coming up
Yes, sir.
September 14th against Canelo Álvarez. How you
Yes,
feeling
sir.
about it?
Amazing, man. I'm highly blessed, man, to be in this position. I'm not supposed to be here.
Mhm.
We went through a lot of trials and tribulations. You feel me? And we got here, man. We did. All the hard work is paid off, man. And I started boxing at 7 years old, and 20 years later, man, I'm fighting the biggest fight of my life.
Wow.
Now, you wanted this fight for a long time. You've been
Yes,
calling
sir.
it out. You've been saying it. So what finally got the deal done?
I've been talking about this for years, man. Even before we was about to turn pro with my coach, I was like, we seen Canelo rising, and we was just like, yo, listen, man, like, this is the fight that's gonna happen soon, something big, Puerto Rico versus Mexico, and I feel like through my hard work, keeping God first, it happened, man, and then manifesting, you feel me, like just talking about it, putting it out there in the universe, you feel me, and it came,
Is it really the golden ticket people say it is? Like, is it really lucrative?
I mean, obviously, because they say it's the golden ticket because it's money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not making the money you was making before. You feel me? When you fight him, obviously, because he's a legend, bro. And but we got the fight from our last fight. We became the WBA mandatory. I fought Patrick McCory. I knocked him out in the 6th round. He was a light heavyweight IBO world champion. And man, we did our thing. They was just like, yo, listen, we need a big knockout in order to land a spot for this, and I came through, man, big, like.
What were there negotiations for this fight, or was the first offer accepted? Because obviously, to Charlamagne's point,
Yeah.
it's the money fight that people want.
Yeah.
Was the first offer the money that you expected, or did your manager Keith have to fight for a little bit more?
Oh yeah, it was crazy, man. It was to the point that we probably thought we wasn't gonna fight, just because
Because the initial offer wasn't what you wanted.
Yeah, and this is where I really noticed, like, at the level where we at now, at the high level, I understand why a lot of big fights don't get made. Excuse me, because the numbers. The numbers
Right.
got to look right, and then it's about the fight, then it's about pay-per-views, and it's about a lot of other things, you feel me? So it hit me like, damn, this is why a lot of big fights don't get made, because of that, you feel me? Because of the numbers is not right, you feel me? And then a lot of negotiations behind it, like phone calls after phone calls, like, it was days like, what I'm saying? Like, I wake up and I'm like, damn, we getting a fight or not? But I was in the gym. I was working. Because I knew, I was like, I don't want them catching me off guard. A lot of fighters, they start training the day that they sign a fight, and next thing you know, you got 5-6 weeks to the fight. Like, what happened was
Not enough
now,
time. Yeah.
and then you're not in shape, you feel me? So I was like, my father was on me like, yo, Edgar, this shit's gonna happen, Whether you like it or not, I think it's gonna happen. So we gotta stay ready. We gotta make sure we're ready for this.
Are you nervous at all? Because it's like you said, you grew up watching him and watching boxing. He was one of the people that you like watching, you idolize. So it's kind of like, as a kid, it's like playing your LeBron or playing your Jordan. Do you get nervous for playing one of your idols, fighting one of your idols at all?
I wouldn't say nervous. I'm just excited, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I was like on 2 hours of sleep the day before yesterday. I was just going, bro. I was in the gym, to the track, working. My coach like, yo, bro, you ain't take none, or cause you up, bro. Like, they was trying to put me to sleep. I'm saying, like, yo, go take a nap. We only got 2 hours. We just landed in New York at 10 in the morning. I was like, well, I'm going, man. Like, that's it. The fight's here, man. The fight starts now, and I'm excited, man. There's an opportunity to make history, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm from New York, Puerto Rican. I'm from the trenches, and a lot of people's depending on me. You know what I'm saying? And through me, people that never made it to that level, I win. They all gonna win.
This weekend, I just came from LA, the Crawford fight, and during the fight, Turki Al-Sheikh, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, put out an offer to Canelo for the Bud fight. So, in other words, they're looking past you, right?
Yeah.
He's already thinking about Terrence Crawford fighting Canelo Álvarez. How does that make you feel?
I was upset looking at it because they just kept mentioning, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, they overlooking me. But, you know, it was bound to happen, you feel me? Like, I feel like now, all my life I've been overlooked, you know what I'm saying? Even me when I turned pro, you know, all the promoters didn't want to sign me. Nobody wanted to sign me. They was like, nah, we don't want them.
Why do you think that is?
I have no clue, bro, for real. Like, you know, I went to the Olympic trials. I lost, so we were supposed to go to Puerto Rico, but I had an injury. So we was just like, yo, we're going to turn pro. So when we wound up turning pro, no promoters wanted me. But I stood 10 toes down. I told Mark, I told my dad, you know, they was just like, yo, listen, they're going to want you soon. And when I went in the gym, because nobody wanted to sign me, right? So I was like, okay, copy, say no more. I'm used to this, you know what I'm saying? I'm used to being an underdog. I'm used to being in this position. And what started happening, I started knocking people out in the first round.
So that
You know what I'm saying?
knockout
Like,
streak started.
that right there.
Yeah, 16 first round knockout streak, right?
Yeah, so that right there was like the key start to everything, you feel me? Like, I was like, yo, these people out here is really ducking me. They don't see my worth. They don't see, okay. And I started pointing people out, boom, 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 boom. Next thing you know, I got the city shaking. Now promoters is calling us.
Did that help or hurt, though? The reason I ask is when you knock everybody out in the first round, everybody expects that every fight. So if you don't and you take somebody to the distance or you take somebody to the 6th round, they're like, Edgar fell off. He ain't the same. But you can't knock out everybody in the first round. So did that help or hurt?
I say it was a gift. It's always a gift, you feel me? Because I feel like God, you know, God definitely blessed me with this power, you feel me? And this inner strength that I got is crazy. So, but then, you know, I felt like it was a curse a little bit too, because, you know, people now, all they expect is knockouts now. So they don't really they don't want to look at my boxing skills. They don't want to look at me boxing and moving around and hit and don't get hit no more. You know, they like, this dude's a bum. You feel me? So I went 5 straight fights. It was supposed to be 4 straight fights, but I went 5 straight fights to distance. And, people been, like, trashing me bad, you know what I'm saying, on social media and shit. But I say it's a curse, right? Because, you know, you knocking people out, and people get used to that, you feel me? People get used to the knockouts, and boxing is not about that, you feel me? Like, the first rounds was cool, don't get me wrong, because it blew me up quick, you know what I'm saying? In 2 years, next thing you know, I got Lil Wayne on my phone. I'm going to Tracy Morgan's crib, you know. I built a crazy relationship with him, you feel me? So, and then, you know, Fat Joe been with me since before all that. So, yeah, man, like, it's crazy.
You know, Khalid Plant said you are an unworthy challenger for Canelo. He said you got a weak chin, lack of experience, and poor technical boxing skills. He said you have no experience against genuine world-class opposition, and you struggled against the marginal competition that your promoters have carefully selected for you to maintain your unbeaten record. What do you say to that?
He's a hater, period. He's a guy, he had his... See, you know, it's a thing with him, right? And I told him when I seen him in Vegas, I said, yo, I got a lot of respect for you because you've been at that level, you know what I'm saying? Even though you lost, but you've been at that level. Like, you fought Canelo, you fought Benavidez, and I got to give you that respect. You got to that level, you feel me? But I feel like now he clout chasing, you feel me? He's doing a lot of weird shit just to be relevant again, you feel me? Because I feel like, and a lot of people know, dude don't sell, you feel me? He don't sell unless unless he's fighting a big fighter, you feel me? So I'm like, you a hater, bro, because when it was your time to shine, when it was your time to step in that ring with Canelo and all these guys, I never bashed you. I never said nothing about you, you know what I'm saying? I let you have your moment, but you didn't take your opportunity, you feel me? You lost, you got knocked out.
So how did that, in Vegas, I saw you guys going back and forth on a clip that went viral, and you said you was giving him respect. So how did it turn into you guys going back and forth? What did he say to you? What was his response?
Yeah, because, yo, bro, at the end of the day, I'm a dude, man, right? Like, I'm from New York, bro. I'm from the trenches, bro. You feel me? So it's different how you come. If I'm giving you respect, you're gonna respect me. You feel me? And I gave him that respect, but he just kept going and going and
saying
going.
What though?
Yo, but what's up? You gonna give me that fight? Yo, I'm like, nah, I'm focusing on September. I got Canelo.
Oh, so he was talking about wanting to fight you.
But forget about that. If you don't get Canelo, what's up? I'm like, nah, it's not. I'm not even worried about that. Like, I got a plan A. We sticking with that. Nah, but he just kept going and going. Oh yeah, but what happened with the sparring? He talking about sparring. I was like 17 years old.
So you sparred him at 17?
Yeah, and I'm like, but what happened in the 6th round? I fucked him up. I fucked you up, and I blew you out in the 6th round with a body shot. You ran out the ring. He started. I'm not. All right. So that's when, you know, I got him on New York. So
I just got 17 years old when you were sparring with him. Yeah. He was a pro already.
Yeah, he was pro. And I just turned it up on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know, shit went viral. Fat Joe called me like, yo, shit, you sound like a real New York nigga, man. Like,
When you beat somebody in sparring, is that something you can hold over their head until y'all actually get in the ring?
Nah, I don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying? I think with sparring, you feel me? Because you have a lot of off days in the gym, you feel me? Like, a lot of times, right? Sometimes the day before sparring, you probably got you did 2 a day, you feel me? There's a crazy strength and conditioning training, then you did a crazy boxing training, then you got to spar the next day. So sometimes your body be off, you feel me? So I don't really count sparring. Like, there's a lot of guys that probably get beat up in sparring and they go fight night and they shine like a star. Then you got guys that look like Floyd in the gym and they go fight and they tuck their tail, and next thing you know, you're like, yo, but where all those skills at when you was in the gym? And it's because a lot of people can't, when it's that time, you know, when you got the lights, you got the ref, when you got thousands and thousands of fans, you know, that energy, that light gets to people, and sometimes it just dims them.
Overwhelms them, yeah.
Yeah, facts.
Is there any constructive criticism to take from something like Khalid said? Like when you hear the things that he listed, do you say, you know what, maybe I do need to improve on my boxing skills a little bit, or maybe I do need, you know, to move my head a little bit more? Like, do you listen to any of that?
Nah, hell no.
No.
You're talking bullshit, man.
So, you know, outside of Plant, like you mentioned, in social media, they've been attacking you, saying you don't deserve the Canelo fight. You haven't done enough to earn that fight. What do you say to those people that aren't giving you a shot and saying you don't deserve the fight?
Even if quote unquote I would have deserved the fight, they still would have been talking shit. Yo, bro, I'm probably like the top. I'm probably like between me, Shakur, Devin, Ryan, and who else is out there? And me. It's 5 of us that everybody hate in boxing, you heard? And it's been like that for a while already, for me. And I'm gonna always be like this, bro. Like, it's always gonna be hate.
What do you think it is about you guys?
Man, I'm humble, but you know, with me, I'm like, it's cause I'm flat. You know, we from New York, but that's us, you feel me? Like, people get a sense of me like, oh, this dude's cocky, oh, this dude wanna wear. They talk about my jewelry, they talk about my watches, this, that, oh yeah, but so what, bro? That's New York. Like, when you come, but people don't understand that. Only people from New York understand that, you feel me? So people from New York, they could be haters, but they'll just hate off my boxing career. A lot of people just hate me overall because of my lifestyle, you feel me? So,
does it affect you though? Do you read that and be like, I gotta change this, or does that bother you at all?
Nah, hell no. Before, when it first started, I used to, I'm not gonna lie, I went through a little depression, bro. Cause I never received crazy backlash like that, you feel me? After when I did the Mike Tyson bite on Angulo.
Right.
And they suspended me, and then they was just trashing me, bro, for like 8 months, bro.
Why was the bite for people that don't know?
Yeah, what got into you that night?
Nah, so listen, look. So this is what happened, right? The guy, right? First of all, the guy came in overweight, like 3 pounds. Cool. He came in on purpose. He came in overweight. He did some Ryan Garcia shit. Like, came in overweight. He didn't want to lose the weight. They was about to take like $50,000 from his check. He said, yo, the day before the fight, if they'll take $50,000 from me, the fight's off. So whatever, he came overweight. Obviously, I made the weight.
But isn't there rules for that? Like, if you do it, we have to?
Listen, his coach did an interview after I beat him and said that their tactic was to come in 3 pounds overweight so they don't gotta be weight drained, so they could absorb my punches better. You feel me?
So he didn't get They didn't take the $50,000 from him. He kept it.
No. Top Rank had to pay me, because if not, the fight would have been off. It was Puerto Rican Day weekend. You know what I'm saying? Tickets were sold. It was a sold out event. So they was like, nah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And
so for those that don't know, the money goes to you.
Yeah, 1,000%. And then during the fight, so I got this dude on YouTube that's a crazy fan of me. He broke the whole 10 rounds down, but how dirty Angulo was fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like, he split me open with an elbow. He was throwing shots. Like, when he was throwing uppercuts, he was like, you know what I'm saying? Hitting me. All I felt was headbutts and elbows the first 4 rounds. You feel me? So that was already getting me like upset. And then I told the ref before the fight in the back, we was like, yo, listen, this dude's a dirty fighter, so you got to watch it with headbutts and with elbows. Yeah. But he wasn't, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't warning him or nothing. So it was just off, I don't know, I was just on, you know, come over here. Come over here.
Were you thinking about Tyson when you did it?
Yeah, I was come over here, bro. Like,
being from New York, you from Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, from Brooklyn.
Yeah. So you probably was like, I got something for your ass.
From Bushwick and from Lower East Side.
So you don't wait. So there's no mouthpiece though. You bit it with the mouthpiece?
Never bite them.
But yo, for I never grabbed them. Like, you see Mike Tyson went and grabbed.
Yeah, Mike Tyson got him.
I never.
I think Mike Tyson spit his
like,
mouthpiece out and then bit him.
Okay.
Bite him. Yeah.
It was like an attempt. You feel me? But you know, I'm most hated. So commissioner was like, oh yeah, you're gonna take you need like, I think it was like 7 months.
6 months, yeah.
Yeah, 6 months, and then they charged me like $15,000 for or whatever. I don't know.
Did you watch the Crawford Madrimov fight?
Yeah.
Do you think Crawford can challenge Canelo? Do you think he can beat him or be at that level with Canelo?
I think they pushing it. You know, listen, man, Crawford is a legend, bro. Like, I study Crawford so much because his discipline in that ring is insane. You know what I'm saying? And his IQ is even more crazy. You feel me? So I respect Crawford as a fighter 100%. Like, he's a legend. You feel me? He's going to go down as one of the greatest in the sport of boxing. Canelo, I think they was just overstepping until now they seen him fight a guy that's a real 154-pounder that's strong, you feel me? And, you know, he gave him a tough fight, you know, so now everybody's like, oh, but why? Because everybody probably thought he was going to knock this dude out, you know what I'm saying? But when you go up in weight, people got to understand that those punches are different, man. Like, fighters absorb the punches way different, you feel me? You see, like, guys like Benavidez that went up to 75 and he fought that Ukrainian dude and couldn't even buckle him, you feel me? So,
but it's not only about weight, though. I mean, Madrimov's style is a lot different than Canelo's, right? Boxing is about styles, and he's awkward and hard to time. Canelo doesn't fight like that. Canelo picks his shots and doesn't move his feet as much.
I know, but remember after the fight, he kept saying how strong the guy was.
Right.
So if he felt like that guy was strong, just imagine a guy like us at
Canelo's
168.
strong, and he hits harder, a lot harder.
You get what I'm saying? So right there, you know, and then, you know, you notice that he was just like, yo, listen, man, like, Canelo got a fight coming up, you know, and he just finished fighting, so he don't even want to think about a Canelo fight right now, you know what I'm saying?
I still like that matchup for Bud, though. I think stylistically it's still a good fight.
It's all right,
we'll
bro.
See.
We got to,
yeah, bro, obviously, you know, that's down the line.
For sure.
You got a big fight with Canelo.
Yeah.
Stylistically, why are you better than Canelo Álvarez?
I just think right now, right, listen, Canelo's a legend, and, you know, he been in there with the best, you feel me, like Floyd, Triple G 3 times, so we would never overlook Canelo and what he does, you feel me? But the thing is, right, I gotta go in there. I said this before, we gotta be a little crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's Canelo, cool, but I feel like it's my time now, you know what I'm saying? And I got this opportunity for a reason at the right moment. Stylistically, I got everything, you know? I'm bigger, I'm stronger, I could take a punch, and I'm younger. You know, Canelo has experience over me, so, you know, we know that with this fight, it's all about IQ. You feel me? It's not physical about this fight. I'm strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got that, they say I got that country and bunking strength, you feel me? So, I know I'm strong, but he fought strong opponents as well. You know, he fought Triple G. Right. He fought a lot of guys that could punch. He fought a big Bivol. But with me, it's the IQ that's gonna change the game, you know, and that's what we've really been focusing on is IQ in that gym and working on our game plan to execute, because like I said, you can't go in there like a crash dummy with that dude, you feel me? You can't go in there, you know, I think that's what Munguia did, you know, he went in there just throwing punches, you feel me? They take a punch, but there was no IQ behind it, and a fighter like Canelo, you gotta make him think, you know what I'm saying? You gotta make him think before he throws, you gotta make sure that, you know, he's gonna come to fight, so a guy like him, you gotta make him think 100%. You feel me? You can't just go in there and just try to think. I can't go in there and just, I got bricks in these hands, man. Right. If I land, cause he got hit by Triple G. He got hit by guys that hit hard too.
Punch, yeah.
You feel me? And he got crazy head movement. So, you know, like I said, it's his IQ, his intelligence. You know, it's gonna be an intelligent fight.
Crazy thing is if you lose, quote unquote, you were supposed to, but if you win, they'll be like, oh, he was on his way out. So how do you feel like that? Like it feels like you can't win regardless of what you do.
Yeah, I mean, even you said that if I lose, they're gonna be like, oh, he fought. But I don't even think it's that, they're gonna still trash me. They still gonna probably trying to put me as a meme on Twitter, on social media, cause that's how much hate I receive. You feel me? So, I'm just absorbing everything. You feel me? Like, I'm just staying focused here, cause this is the most important thing. Your mind controls everything in your body. You feel me? Your mind tells your body what to do. So if I could keep this intact, and I'm keeping my mental sharp and strong, you know, and getting ready for the fight 5, 6 weeks, 7 weeks before the fight here, I'm good to go, man. Like, I'm 100% Edgar mentally is dangerous.
Now, Bud had a hit list, right? A list of everybody that talked negative about him. So when he won, he was able to check off the list. Charlamagne was one of them. Do you have that same type of list of everybody that talks smack and be like, when I win, I'm going back to check every last person?
Yeah, for sure, man. I got a whole list, bro. I probably got like 1,000 people.
Name a couple. Name a couple that we would know that's on that list.
That's on that list, yeah.
It's more like bloggers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like people I see on Twitter.
Right. What about fighters?
Fighters, yeah.
Obviously, Caleb Plant.
Yeah, Caleb Plant, bitch ass. Benavidez, bitch ass. His father, Morrell. That's about it. That's
David
like
Morrell.
Huh?
David Morrell, you said?
Yeah, David Morrell. Yeah. For the fighters, yeah, them right there. That's the only one I really seen like. And probably I seen like a little bullshit podcast. Nobody be worrying about him though, but Terrence Crawford stablemate. He always be chatting, always be talking shit. Steven Nelson, yeah, him too.
Is it really be smoke? Is it real smoke between like you and Benavidez, or is this like it's boxing talk?
It's boxing talk, but like I don't respect them because they not good people, bro. They you know what type of people they are? Like I go to you, right? And I'll be on your shit. Yo, oh my God, Charlamagne, the best podcast. Oh my God, in the world. You feel me? And then they go behind your back. They'll leave the room. And like, yo, fuck this guy. This guy's a piece of shit, bro. This guy's no good. This podcast is shit. That's the type of guy he is. And that happened to me with Davis Pops. After the fight, Canelo fight, I'm walking into the MGM. Everybody start bombing me in the MGM lobby, going crazy. So I look and I see him. I'm like, oh, look at his pops right there. So I went to go run down on him, you heard? Because I already heard him. He was talking shit like a couple months back. So I went to go run down on him. He's like, hey, the best guy right here. This is a good fighter right here, man. You know,
showing love.
He started, and one of the brothers that was out there, that was recording, was like, yo, you was just talking mad shit about this dude, man. Fuck out of here. And I look and I was like, it's all right, man. Like, I know he's the type of people he is. You know what I'm saying? He's a fucking crab, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just holding him like, this dude's funny, man. But that's the type of people they are, too. And I heard him say something like, about the fight. He was like, it's trash. Or something was a trash-ass fight. I'm like, it's a trash-ass fight. But if me and you was fighting, it wouldn't be trash, right?
You talking about your last fight?
No. Me getting a Canelo fight.
Oh,
he was like, it's a trash-ass fight, so.
I saw... before your last fight, the last fight was a knockout, but before that you had some fights that went to distance, won by decision. And they were against people who weren't considered elite level fighters. So would you say the competition got tougher, or you just weren't on your A game during those fights?
Yeah, you know what happened was, right? I got my coach here with me that started me in the gym, right? That started me in the pros, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna break it down short. Mm-hmm. When I got to the gym, right, when I first turned pro, I told my coach I want to knock people out, right? He showed me how to knock people out. I started knocking people out. Now, me and him split for manager, you know what I'm saying, for management issues and stuff. So me and him had a split after like my 10th fight. He wasn't done with me building me, you feel me? Like, my coach he's not a coach, he's a teacher. Mm. And, he was taught very well from his father. They're from the Bronx. And I was just getting so much seasoned with him, you know what I'm saying, with Mark Ferrer. He was just teaching me, and it's just repetition over repetition. So when we separated, right, I never, as the competition kept, escalating, with the coaches that I had, we never really, like, broke down everything, you feel me, and be in that gym and work on the IQ, you know what I'm saying? And he wasn't a fan of the first round knockouts. Like, he hated that shit. Like, he never told me, yo, Edgar, you got to knock this guy on the first round. It was like, yo, we're going to do this. We're going to follow this. We're going to set this guy up. Boom, this hat. And the knockout come. If not, you already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? So he was never a big fan of going into the second round. Mm-hmm. We always broke these guys down the first round because if you look at all my fights, it was slip, boom, dropping them. You know what I'm saying? Or it was a setup punch. So now, when we started, the competition started getting more stiffer, more, started increasing, I noticed, like, we was never going back into the drawing boards. Like, after the first, when I fought Damon, it was like we never went back and studied the fight and, and just build off IQ, you know what I'm saying? And just get in the gym and work and repetition. I feel like it was just always like getting in the gym and just train. Get in the gym, train for a fight. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't never like really breaking it down or really watching opponents and watching what they do and how they fight, how they move and everything. So,
So when you fought in Vegas, though, when you faced adversity for the first time, when you got dropped, right? That's when the negativity came. That's when the hate started to come. What did you learn from that fight outside of what you're saying right now? Like, you felt like training, you weren't doing what you had to do. But in the fight, facing that adversity for the first time, what were you going through at that moment?
I was fighting. I tore my bicep in the 3rd round.
Right.
Throwing the hook to the body.
Right.
And like I felt the. Yeah. I didn't say nothing in the corner.
Okay.
But you know what? I'll tell you this though. I'll tell you this, right?
So Pops is in the back saying that you broke your arm, and he said he would have pulled you if he knew your arm was messed up. But you didn't say nothing through that whole fight. You wanted to finish it out.
I felt like, I'm not gonna lie, I felt like
it was a big
I felt like
moment,
I got hit with a bullet, bro. Like I felt like it was like a bullet wound. Boom! Like when it came out, I felt, I wouldn't say a bullet. Bullet's crazy. Probably like a stab, like somebody stabbed me in my bicep. You know what I'm saying? When my muscle ripped, and I feel like that changed a lot too, cause I broke his orbital bone in 3 places. Like after this fight, you seen him. You know what's crazy? They was gonna stop the fight. I think it was in the 9th it was in the 9th. They was gonna stop it because you know how it is in boxing. When you break somebody's orbital bone, they stop the fight quick. They don't stop it. You see when Canelo fought Billy Joe Saunders and he broke his shit, they stopped it. They stopped it fast. So I was like, damn. And I been broke his orbital bone in like the 6th round or something. You know, so they were supposed to stop that fight because the corner went to Pops and was like, yo, it's crazy because, you know, I faced adversity. I got dropped. It was more like an off-balance shot. I wasn't hurt because when I fell to the floor, I was tight. I looked up and I seen the fucking lights. I'm like, what I'm doing here? And I got tight and I started banging my gloves. But the cut man was like, we was going to stop the fight. But since he caught the drop, they was like, whatever, like, let's go into the 10th round. But one thing I'll tell you, if Mark was with me, if I was with Mark, I would have been 22-0 with 22 knockouts, 100% guaranteed.
Wow.
100%.
Did you grow up watching like Felix Trinidad and Miguel Cotto?
Trinidad.
Okay.
Yeah. Cotto, yeah, because, you know, Cotto was, he was coming out. He became a, you know, Puerto Rican star and stuff. So, yeah, I was watching him. But my main guy was, you know, Trinidad and Floyd.
What inspiration did they provide for you?
Just how, I loved how, you know, with Trinidad fought, it was like a gathering in my crib, you know, like with my grandparents, my mom, my uncles and stuff. We get together, you know, they be having the beers out with the flag, going crazy, you know what I'm saying? So, me seeing that right there, and obviously I was like 3 years old, 4 years old, so I didn't know I was gonna be a boxer, you feel me? But that's what made me fall in love with boxing was because of him.
Speaking of the flag in Puerto Rico, obviously Puerto Rico, you know, has a big community that are boxing fans, right? They love boxing.
Yeah.
Do you take on that pressure, like, to be the next star? Because for a moment, you were that guy, like you were gonna carry that torch, right? And then you started to get that hate. And then they started saying Xander Zayas is going to be the next Puerto Rican star. Yeah. Then we found out Shakur Stevenson is half Puerto Rican. So then he started waving that flag. Like, who is the next Puerto Rican star?
Rican?
Yeah,
wow.
His father's Puerto Rican.
Okay.
Yeah. So he started wearing the Puerto Rican flag on his trunks and all of that.
Yeah.
You knew that, right?
Yeah.
So, but are you still at the Puerto Rican top dog?
I let the fans, you know, like with me, I know in my heart what it is, you feel me? I know, like in my heart, I know I'm the guy, you feel me? But I let the fans, like, let them, you know what I'm saying? Because they the ones that want to put that, you feel me? So, and I know that I get a lot of hate, so it is what it is. I'm not going to change who I am. I'm not going to change how I dress. I'm not going to change my appearances to anybody, you feel me? Because they want a guy that, you know, you see, you know what it is? That's why they hated Macho Camacho. Because Macho Camacho was from New York. He was from Spanish Harlem. And Macho Camacho was, you know, flashy dude, you feel me? And I feel like, you know, my coach, you know, they don't really like fighters like that's like flashy. You know, they're like an artist, they're like a reggaeton, like Anuel or Lugo or something. You feel me? That's buzzed down, drippy. But when it comes to a fighter, they would let guys like with suits on and, you know, collar shirts and you feel me? But that's not me. I'm from New York. You know, like we grew up different. So I'm not gonna change nothing. But, you know, September 14th is some, you know, that you know, I go down in history, man.
When is the last time you've been this doubted going into a fight? Ever?
Nah, this is the first time.
This
is crazy. This is crazy. They saying first round, second round, KO.
David Manuel said this bullshit.
Yeah, he not making bread. That's why he tight. And look, he just fought at 175 and went the distance. Clown too. That's what I'm saying. Everybody always want to talk to. You know what it is? They've been trying to chase this dude. You feel me? And me, I just had my feet up, hands to my back, and the fight just came to me. You feel me? And these guys is doing extra shit, like trying to, you know, provoke Canelo, trying to do a lot of things to get this fight.
Well,
And-
boxing is more than just like what the fans want to see. Obviously, there's the Puerto Rican and Mexican, you know, that heritage, that rivalry. That also helped. Would you agree that helped made this fight happen?
1,000%. Yeah, like 100%.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think that had a major play with it. You know, I'm a guy, right, that I don't have a title right now. But it's like I do have a title for me. Like my status is like if I got a world title, you know what I'm saying? Like the energy, the aura, you know, when I walk into any, you know what I'm saying, into fights, they bum, you know what I'm saying? Like when I went to the Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fight, I'm in Brooklyn. Right. They had to put security guards like all around me and stuff because it was just people running over me, you know what I'm saying? So that type of energy for me, and I'm a ticket seller.
Are you still with Matchroom with Eddie Hearn?
Yeah.
So he helped put this fight together?
Yeah, but you know, it was Keith Conley, my manager, my dad, you know what I'm saying, I got everything put together.
With PBC, so they were like...
Yeah. But, you know, shout out, like I always say, you know, shout out to Eddie, man.
So they're not, Matchroom is not involved in this fight on the 14th at all?
Yeah, it's all PBC.
Okay.
Basically, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, shout out to Eddie, shout out to Matchroom, you know what I'm saying? Like, we definitely, you know, if it wasn't, you know, obviously signing with them, we probably would have never got this fight.
Got it.
How much has your son impacted your life since he was born?
A lot, man. Like, that's my little twin right there, you know what I'm saying? It happened so quick with my girl. How, you know, she got pregnant quick, you know what I'm saying? Like, I seen her and we started vibing out, and in 3 months, you know, she came out pregnant, and I was cool with it. Like, and I was a guy that I wasn't really into
3
relationships.
months after into the relationship.
Yeah, but it felt like those 3-4 months
Protect
felt like
yourself at all times.
No. But listen, no.
That's what the rep say.
Protect yourself at all times.
Nah, but you know how when you find that one is like, you feel like you already know of a rip, and 3-4 months it felt like we was together for like
I don't know. I ain't never
4
found
years,
that one
bro.
in 3 months, but
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it just felt normal. Like when she came pregnant, if it was another chick, I would have been going crazy. Like, nah, yo, man, nah, I don't know, man, I'm not ready. But with her, it was like, it was ready. Yeah, it was meant to be, 100%.
So you gonna have some more?
Yeah, I'm trying to go for the girl this year.
Oh, this
year?
year.
Go for the girl.
And how does that influence you when you go into the ring? Like,
I mean, you know, my son looks up to me. You know what I'm saying? He loves going to the gym with me. You know, he does everything I do. You know, so now it's like I know I'm a role model for him. You feel me? So now I gotta change how I talk, how I act, how I carry myself even more. In the ring, you know, I just look at him, man, and I know that, you know, this is the way I feed him. You know what I'm saying? This is the way I could provide a certain lifestyle for him and put him in the best schools and be able to afford it. You know, I don't want him to be a boxer. I know he's gonna be a superstar. That's why I named him Chosen. But I feel like, you know, he's gonna be something amazing in this world, and you know, he needs a father like me. You know, he needs that bread. He needs that bag behind him to put him in the right places. You feel me? And to take it to that level. So with that being said, you know, just me, because of that, you know, that's why I feel like I'm more focused than ever too.
Speaking of bread, obviously this is a big money fight for you, right? But it's one fight. You're not comfortable with just making this big payday and that's it. Because that's what people are saying, oh, Edgar wanted the payday. But if you were to beat Canelo, there's so much money down the line 100%. After that. So you're not going in this fight just for the big payday.
Nah, hell
you're going to win.
I want a couple of paydays.
That's his pop. I want a couple paydays.
Yeah, bro. Like people be like, oh, paid. Like, listen, man. You know how fast. You know how fast 10 million, 5 million go. You know how fast that shit go, bro. Yeah. Y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got money.
Nah, we don't know.
I don't know either.
We don't.
But you know how fast money go, right?
I heard. I don't know.
We don't know.
$10 go pretty fast.
5 million, 10 million. We don't know how much that goes. How fast that goes.
But nah, it's true. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you know,
money goes.
Money
fast.
goes, bro. So it's like,
you got
for
taxes
me, it's like, tag. You got to pay your trainer. You got to pay your staff. You know what I'm saying? So that's.
So you got to pay your father.
So does a fighter normally go home with like half his purse when it's all said and done?
Yeah, probably like 60%.
Like 60%.
Yeah, 60%. Because like boxing, remember, like baseball, you get $100 million contract. That's your bro, you feel me? With boxing, you get $100 million. You got to pay taxes. You got to pay your trainers. You got to pay management. You got to pay your staff.
Promoters get a cut.
Yeah, promoters get a cut. You got to pay your assistant. If you have an assistant, you got to pay your strength and conditioning coach. You got to pay your nutritionist.
And all your family members asking for money.
Yeah,
you got to hit them off.
You know, but you know, I take care of my mom and stuff. So, you know, that's another side, you know what I'm saying, right there. Plus, you know, I got to take care of wifey too, you know.
Right.
She got to get
the bags, the jewels.
Yeah, so.
And Pops.
And Pops, you know. I don't even mention Pops because, like, Pops is like my, you know what I'm saying? It's like my shadow. So,
with you.
you know, as long as I'm good, he gonna be good.
That's right.
What have you worked on to improve your fighting since the last few fights? Because it's Canelo, it's a different beast.
Yeah, it's different. I don't really want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
You
That's
don't
why I
do
haven't
any
really.
game
Yeah, that's why
plan.
I haven't really been posting nothing up like on
Mhm.
Instagram training and stuff. You know, cause we want to shock the world on the 14th. You know, I got so much hate. I got so much haters. I got so much people to prove wrong, and this is my opportunity. You know, God presented the opportunity for us, bro. Like I said before, I'm not supposed to be here.
Mhm.
You know, so I gotta take this opportunity and just fly with it, man, and really stamp my name in this sport and make history.
So shock the world would be in your eyes, ideally knocking Canelo out.
Whatever comes. You know, I don't really like, and I never did that, you know what I'm saying? Like coming and, you know, I probably said it, you know, to people like, I'm gonna knock this nigga the fuck out, but, you know, it's different, you know what I'm saying? And it's always been different. I never going in there predicting a knockout, you feel me? I like it to come, you know, and if it does come, it come. If not, then, you know, we ready to box 12 rounds.
I heard you earlier when you was talking about when you and Plant was having a conversation, and he kept asking you to fight, and you was like, nah, I got a plan A. I'm not thinking about plan B. So even with this fight going against Canelo, do you even write down or even consider what happens if I do lose?
Nah, that's not on my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at all. I know, yo, bro, after this fight, listen, September 14th, right? I fight, and my coach told me, who do you want to be September 15th when you wake up in that morning? After that fight, September 15th, when you're in your hotel room and you wake up in the morning, 10 in the morning after your fight, who you gonna be? Who you wanna be? You wanna be a superstar? A mega star in the sport? Cause you beat this guy, it's over. Like, that bag is 40 M's, you know what I'm saying? Sponsorships, that's it. Private jet, everything. Like, your lifestyle, your family's gonna be set up for the rest of your life. Or you wanna be a guy that, I just went in there, I fought Canelo, you know, I got paid a couple M's, and, you know, so we took a L, you feel me? And with that shit just scares me thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what keeps me going, you feel me? Like,
What about legacy? Like Canelo,
legacy.
outside of the money, Canelo, does he still, I heard he was getting stripped of one of the belts, or is he still undisputed at 168? Does he still hold all the belts? He got stripped, right? Yeah.
IBF.
So if you were to beat Canelo, I mean, you'll be fighting for 3 straps that he has.
Yeah.
Do you want to be undisputed? Like, is legacy important to you, like winning titles in different divisions?
Oh, of course. You know, that's, at the end of the day, that's why I've been boxing for 20 years, right? Like, the money's gonna come, you know, as long as, you know, I'm doing the right thing and I'm disciplined in the sport and I'm doing what I have to do in the sport, the money gonna come.
Right.
Like, sponsorships gonna come, endorsement, all that's gonna come. We just gotta focus on the main prize, and that's boxing, you know what I'm saying, and winning. As long as we doing that, everything gonna come. You know what I'm saying? And the legacy, you know what I'm saying? You focus on legacy. When you focus on legacy, you stamping your last name into that history books of boxing. And, you know, with me, I got a big island, you know. It's small, but it's big.
Right.
And there's a lot of boxing fans out there. Probably 3 million people on the island, and out of 3 million, it's probably like 900,000 boxing fans.
Right.
You know, so, you know, I got to go out there and I got to put my name. I've been in the sport for 20 years, so I want to go out there and put my name with the greats. You know, when they mention Trinidad, when they mention Macho Camacho, Roberto Benitez, Miguel Cotto, they're going to mention my last name. They're going to mention me.
All right. Well, the fight is September 14th at the T-Mobile Arena in Vegas. Good luck.
Indeed.
Yes, sir.
Canelo Álvarez versus Edgar Berlanga, and we appreciate you for joining us, brother.